So this is a foot that we're going to look at the Simon Curtis Clinic held in Auckland, August 2019. And what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to cut this one from the back to the front. And I just want to show you what the foot looks like before we slice it so you can get some orientation. Well, again, you know, it is another neglected foot. We can see there's quite a lot of wall damage through here. It's almost like shelling and splintering away, like delaminating almost. And there are cracks. There's one up through here. There's one up through here, but that looks quite superficial really on that side and also on this one. But, you know, you can never really tell until you open these feet up and see just how deep they've gone. Again, we've got a little bit of decent growth coming down there. You know, the first few centimetres, Pete Ramey always says that that's the way the hoof wants to grow. And that's always normally the best quality tissue that you have, because this is the newest tissue that's growing from this area up here. A few growth rings I can see in this foot. If I just get it into the light, we can see a few ripples going through there. There probably were a lot more, but we just can't see them because of all the destructive nature of what's happening to this hoof wall. It's very just all falling apart. I can see a big ring through here. So again, a very neglected foot, and I'm hoping that we'll see some reasons inside the foot as to why neglect is so bad on the internal structures. So you can see that the frog is almost non-existent. It's been eaten away. You know, it looks like it's gone right down to one of the first layers in the frog. You know, I feel like I can almost see blood supply through there. But you know, once we slice this, we'll be able to see just how damaged this frog is. The bars are quite huge and they're coming over here and here. We can see there's lots of overgrowth here of the hoof wall. The sole is crumbly and really falling apart. The heels are there and they need to be further back. So we've got a forward run heel. Just going back to the frog, we can see that there's this indentation at the back there, and we don't really want to see that type of indentation. You know, we really want that to be filled in. So obviously by it missing, that there's tissue missing in that frog because of this being so indented. We can see that the heels are at the back here are sort of squished in, and also I can see that this bulb is sort of higher and more sticky out than this one. So there's something happening in the back of this foot, I think, in terms of balance. And if I just put my fingers there, this right hand side is actually shorter than this left hand side. So I'm sort of wondering in my head that because this is longer, is it jamming up in there, which is then pushing this up? I'm not sure, but that's what my brain is telling me. But I'm really interested to see what's happening in this area around here, because there's actually quite a distinct hole, and it's where the bar and the wall sort of come together. We should have a really good quality heel buttress there, you know, that lovely triangle of heel tissue, but we haven't. The wall is just moving over here. It's all bent, and there doesn't seem to be that good quality connection between bar and wall. So I'm quite keen to see exactly what's happening in that little bit there. Let me show you what it looks like when I said to you about that bulb. If I hold it up like this, I think you can see how much this is sticking up. And the other thing, if you notice, can you see this hair is sticking out compared to the other side where it's not? Now, some old farriers call this angry hair, and they say it's due to this wall which is being pushed up there and is causing pressure around here and is making that hair stand up. Now, I don't know whether that's an old wives' tale or not really, but you know, we can obviously see there's something different with this side to the other side. But always in the name of science, we're looking at one foot, and we can't really say that that's what's happening. You know, we'd have to look at lots of feet, but you know, we can see that it's sticking up. Could it be sticking up the way it's been sitting in the freezer, like when you've been lying on your hair all night and it goes all crazy? I don't know, but you know, there are a few pointers there that are sort of saying to me that maybe we are getting jamming up here. And this bulb is sticking out more. If I turn it round, yeah, I think you can just about see that bulb is there and this bulb is well sticking out. Now, if I get it almost parallel, you can see that that bulb is sticking out somewhat. And I don't think that that's post-mortem change. I do think that this is a genuine effect in the foot. Now I know that it probably looks like this isn't as tall as this. It looks like this is a bit tall. Looks like we've got this bit here that could maybe come off. You know, I'm not a farrier or a trimmer, but you know, I'm just sort of eyeballing it up. It's hard for me, and I'd love some feedback from you as to what you think. You know, maybe is it this bit here that's also too long? Is it this bit here that's pushing up in there? But you know, as I said, this distance was longer, significantly longer than this distance, and I'll get some measurements on that. So what are we going to do with this foot? With the lovely Simon Curtis? Well, we are going to, I'm going to do a section from the back to the front, because I actually want to see what's happening across here. I want to see what these bars look like in that view. I want to have a look at all what's happening here. So if I do my normal sagittal section, then I'm not going to get that sort of information.